Hello, every pony, Artelisiana here. Link to my Divinity in the description below and also for my Patreon if you like to do that. Warning, this video will contain my personal opinion, so if you don't like that, click away or else stay. And I'm going to talk about the Do Princesses Dream of Magical Sheep, but I'm going to use my own drawings that I made, so if it doesn't make sense with the drawings, I'm sorry, but I will not use pictures from Google this time. Okay, yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I heard a lot of backlash or negativity about, Do Princesses Dream of Magical Sheep? And I do believe that the dreams are quite well done. I don't believe that they start as nightmare or how to say that. I do believe that the ponies or the main 6 makes it how to say that, they make it a nightmare, or the the stuff that Luna is trying to capture is making it a nightmare. And I do believe that it's just a normal dream when, Luna comes in and see what they're doing. So I'll say it's not per se a nightmare, it just feels like it's more of a dream in itself, because we see that Rarity is dreaming of dresses, and Applejack is dreaming of apples, and Pinkie Pie is dreaming about, jumping through time, and Rainbow Dash is kicking ass, and Twilight is reading books as she always do. And I do feel like this is a normal dream. Like you can, for example, have a normal dream where you go to school and you do your normal stuff, and then it evolves into a nightmare. For example, I had a dream where I started to have a normal day and then it escalated into a nightmare. So I see what the, Do Princesses Dream of Magical Sheep is trying to do. Also that I feel like My Little Pony is still a show for a younger audience, so I don't feel like the true nightmares can be shown for the main 6, because as we all know, for example, I will say that AJ's biggest fear is to lose the apples, lose the family, lose everything that she worked so hard for, and maybe also losing her life. Almost more of the things that I also myself is afraid of, losing family, losing my own life, losing everything that I worked for. And I do believe that the dream is representing, Applejack doing her normal stuff with polishing the apple, or in this case taking care of the apples, and the Tantibus, or what it's called, is coming and making it wither and stuff like that, or dying. So I do feel like it's becoming a nightmare, and we don't know what happened after this, if they still have these nightmares, or they resolved it by taking care of this with Luna and stuff like that. But I do feel like all of the dreams have a deeper meaning, as I said, with Applejack, and we also have seen this before in the other episode where she is taking care of Apple and working hard, and the harvest goes to waste, and everything that she works for actually goes to waste for helping her friend. And I feel like Applejack came far, and what comes back no matter what, I'm sorry to say, but death. So I do feel like her biggest fear is death and losing her family members. But I don't feel like the show can show stuff like that to smaller girls. So instead of it, it's just going to be the apple getting rotting or dying or stuff like that. Actually, I was surprised it was not a apple falling from trees or something like that and splattered. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. Also, the one of the dreams that is criticized a lot is Rainbow Dash's dream, because we all know that her biggest fear is being alone. But I don't feel like this is true. We have been with Rainbow Dash for a long time, and she got over, the thing with Tank and stuff like that, beginning to understand, the reason in life and stuff like that. I do feel like she's not afraid of cuteness either, but if you think about the dream, the flowers are not cute. They become, sinister and play this awful tune on the flute and are like grinning at her. So I do believe that her biggest fear is also like being, I don't know if it makes sense, but being laughed upon, losing her dream of becoming, what she wants, and that is to be a Wonderbolt or being a hero, as we see in the start of the dream, because she's kicking the ass of the changelings. And I do believe that her biggest dream, even though that she may not can be a Wonderbolt, is to be a hero in her own mind. We see that in other episode like Well, that she have come to terms with learning how to become a real hero and stuff like that, and now she's just dreaming about, the good old times where she could be a hero in that kind of sense with the Crystal Empire and stuff like that. I also feel like she is afraid of being switched out, maybe with the changelings and stuff like that. But that is looking too deeply into the dream itself, and I'm not a dream analyst or anything. I just feel like the dreams are very nicely represented, and I got a laugh out of the dream with Rainbow Dash, because I was like, I can imagine, how much the sweetness can also be too much. Also, I'm thinking about, non-bronies that are seeing the show for the first time and are like, oh, this is just too much to take in, and after a while they become bronies themselves. So I don't know if that is a shout out or what it is. Also, something I was thinking about is Twilight's dream, the one where the book becomes vampires and stuff like that. And I noticed that people are not, fond of that dream either. And I was like, well, it's also a normal thing for her to do, sitting there and studying and becoming good at everything. But I feel like there's a deeper meaning to this, also that the books become vampires, sucking out her life, her time and stuff like that. It could also represent that she is afraid that her new title would take up, all of her time, so she doesn't get her studying time, or how to say that, and she will fall behind or stuff like that. And also, I don't feel like Pinkie Pie's dream was a nightmare at all. I do believe that was a little bit frustrating. I like the dream, yes, but I feel like her biggest fear is to be switched out or being forgotten or doing something that she knows is impossible for her to do. So maybe the jumping through time and stuff like that helps her through that. But we already have seen what she's most afraid of in other episodes. For example, where she's sitting and watching the paint dry on the wall. I do believe that Pinkie Pie does have a greater, inner struggle and stuff like that. And also Rarity's dream with the dresses. I do believe that there is something with coming back to your work and doing what you love instead of, being one of the chosen main six that goes out and do everything for Twilight and stuff like that. They had their own lives, they had their own dreams and stuff like that. And Rarity's dream was to make dresses, so seeing them fight each other or tearing each other apart is like also telling her that she's going to lose all of her stuff if she doesn't do anything about it. So, but I don't know about you guys, what you think about this episode. I do really love the dreams, and I would like to talk more about the dreams. I don't know if you have any other suggestions, but do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner, and do remember to have fun. And please write to me in the comments what you want to see, and I will try to do my best. Yeah, that is actually all. Okay, yeah, bye.